For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins, and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off. So Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video on the channel. And in today's video, I'm showing off 3 easy coin making methods you guys can try out, all of which are going to be able to make you like 20 or 30,000 coins pretty quickly. So I'm really excited to share all of these methods with you guys. Now, before we hop into the video though, if you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. It would be greatly appreciated. You will not regret it. I post these methods every single Saturday, and you won't want to miss the next time I post one of them. So hit that sub button down below. Hopefully, we can hit 38,000 subscribers today. That would be absolutely awesome. Now, also, I am actually giving away 97 overall limited time Jalen Ramsey on my Twitter account. If you guys want to enter that, I have my Twitter linked down below in the description. I would recommend all of you guys enter. It closes on Sunday, and I don't even have that many entries on it yet. So if you want a decent chance at winning that Jalen Ramsey, be sure to enter that down below. Hit the like button on this video as well. I am giving away that Jalen, so all I ask for in return for that is a like on the video. And without further ado, let's hop into these coin making methods, and let's start off with my favorite method, which is actually a couple of profitable MUT Heroes sets. I'm just gonna do one for the video, but I'm going to show you guys a few that you guys can take a look at, which are usually going to be profitable. So in this MUT Heroes section, you guys will see that the Jalen Ramsey set is incredibly profitable. I'm going to run the numbers and actually do it in the video, but a couple of other sets that are profitable are the Jamal Adams and the Saquon Barkley as well. So you guys can run the numbers on all 3 of these sets and hopefully find one that makes you a ton of coins. Right now, the Jalen Ramsey is super profitable. As you can see, I've already got some of the cards in the set, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to run the numbers on the set, and then I will show you guys me buying all the cards and actually making the coins as we do it. So the first player we are going to need is 86 overall Miles Jack. He's about 20,000 coins, so we'll just buy him for 20k right there. Now the next thing we are going to need is 80 overall Ronnie Harrison. He should be about 4,000 coins, and that's going to bring our total up to 25k in the amount of coins we've spent on this set. We actually don't win that card right there, so that's unfortunate, but we'll grab this one. We spent about 25,000 coins on this set, and this card's actually going to sell for 130k, so we are going to be able to make a ton of profit off of this. But we've spent 25k so far. Now the next thing that we're going to need is we're going to need 3 85 to 86 overall sidekicks. To do that, I'm going to hop out, go into the auction house, and show you guys a couple of filters that I like to use to actually get these sidekicks for as cheap as possible. So a couple of the ways I like to filter this down are 84 to 85, filtered down by MUT Heroes, and then we're going to go on all offense, and we're going to go on all defense. We want to try and grab these cards for as cheap as possible, so a bit over 8,000 coins is ideal. You can also go to the 86 to 87 filter, because there are going to be some 86 overall MUT Heroes, and you can check the all offense and defense for that. And we're going to need to find 3 of these cards. I basically just want to find them at just over 8,000. That's perfect if we can grab them at that range. That's going to allow us to get these final ones for another 25,000 coins, as we see the Larry Warford for 8k right here, and we're going to grab that really easily. I'm going to need to get 2 more of these cards. If we get them at about 8,000, like 8,500 coins or lower, we're going to spend 25k on these 3 cards as well, and that's going to mean for that entire top row, or the first 5 cards that we need for the set, we're going to end up spending 50,000 coins. So I'll try and grab these 2 cards right here, and I'll probably just cut until once I've already bought them and go back into the set screen. That way we can do the math for the rest of the cards, and then we'll actually finish up the set and make the coins off of doing that. Okay, so we have bought all the sidekicks that we need. Now next up, we are going to need to get 15, or we're actually only going to need 14 of these 80 to 81 overall players. Now if we can buy these 80 to 81s at a price of 3.2 thousand coins, we're going to spend just under 50,000 coins to actually get it all done. I was buying these at about 3.5, kind of just in that range. I don't really mind spending 3.5 because you will end up getting a bunch of snipes, and for doing this, all you have to do is really just click X and then just filter it down by whatever they give you, because right here, as you can see, if we filter over to newest on this filter, you guys can see that we are actually seeing all the newest cards. They still have 59 minutes on them, so essentially what I want to do is try and grab these cards at about 3.2, 3.3 on average. I don't mind spending 3.5 on some of the cards because you are going to find a bunch of snipes at like 3,000 coins. So if we end up spending about 3.2k on average, that's going to be another 50,000 coins into the total pot here that we'll have spent, and we'll end up spending about 100,000 coins to get this entire set done, and we can actually sell our Jalen Ramsey for a price of 130,000 coins, which is going to end up being a pretty solid profit, and we are going to be able to get his sidekicks back, which we can quick sell for training and make about another 5,000 coins off of. So we actually got unlucky and missed a couple snipes, but all I'm really doing right now is I'm just clicking X and letting the refreshes go on. A lot of the time you'll end up getting snipes a little bit more frequently than I was getting, because I actually did this set a couple times already, but it's looking like a lot of people are buying these cards out quickly right now, which is unfortunate. So we might have to overpay just for the sake of the video, but if you guys are doing this at home, just snipe for a little longer than I'm going to do, because I'm probably just going to buy these cards for the sake of getting them. We'll do a few more refreshes. Hopefully we can find a couple up for cheap, but I'll show you guys my bids here really quickly as well, just to prove to you guys that I was actually getting these cards at a really cheap price. As you can see, we're actually not going to land that snipe. Hopefully we can get this one for 3.3. We'll grab them for 3.3, but you guys can see you are going to get a bunch of snipes. They will pop up for cheap, and that's why I didn't mind spending about 3.5k on some of the cards, because sometimes you will snipe them at a price of like 3k, and then that's how you get the average down to like 3.3. So we are completely done with this set. I will add everything into it. We'll take a look at how much we can sell the Jalen Ramsey for, but just to recap with the numbers right here, guys, your first card that you're going to need to buy is going to go for about 20,000. Ronnie Harrison's going to go for about 5,000, so that's 25,000 coins we have to put in. These players are all going to go for about 8.2, 8.3, and if you got 3 of those at like 8.3, you're going to spend about another 25,000 right there, so that's 50k for these cards. And now you're going to need to get a total of 15, or actually only 14 of the 80 to 81s, and assuming you buy them at 3.3 thousand coins, that's going to be another 50k added to the pot. So we're going to end up spending a total of 100,000 coins to get this done, and you guys will see the Jalen Ramsey is going to sell for about 130k, and we're actually going to be able to get about 600 training points, which we can use to actually pick up a Color Rush fantasy pack, and with that Color Rush fantasy pack, we're going to be able to get a few more 1,000 coins off of this. So we actually still need to purchase, it looks like, one other card. We'll just throw these guys into the set right here, and we're going to have to still grab one other card, and then once we get that, we're going to be totally done with the set. We're going to be able to make our profit. I'll show you what I do with all the players I get from it. We'll run the numbers on how much we can sell the card for. I'm just going to buy this at 3.9. I know this isn't a good buy, but I just want to get this done with. And now we will open up this pack. We will grab our Jalen Ramsey. You guys are going to be able to snipe the 80 to 81s for cheaper than I am right now. But yeah, we're going to grab our Jalen Ramsey right here, and then I will move on to the second method and the third one, which are kind of similar, and they play off of each other, so I'll show you guys that in just a sec. But let's open up this pack right here, and let me show you what I'm going to do with my training points as well, and then I'll be able to show you guys all of the coins we're going to make just from doing this method. So we get this 86 and this 80 back. I'm going to quick sell them for training. As you can see, we get to quick sell them both. We get 765 training, so that's perfect. That is enough to actually come in and open a Color Rush fantasy pack, and that Color Rush fantasy pack is solid. You'll get about like 5,000 more coins if I'm not mistaken, which is going to help to kind of cover some of the tax from Jalen Ramsey. So we'll open that up really quickly, and then we will take a look and see the haul and how much we're going to be able to make from doing all this. So as you can see, this is going to cost us 650,000 or 650 training, and we're going to rip this right here. I'm not sure which one's the most expensive right now. I'm just going to pick the Saints because I believe they are always pretty expensive. People are Saints fans out there, and we do have a pretty nice Color Rush jersey, if I do say so myself. So we'll grab this one right here. You guys can do a bit more research than I am to actually see which one is the most expensive, but right now our haul after spending 100,000 coins is Jalen Ramsey and Saints Color Rush uniforms. So I will hop into my item binder right here. We'll take a look at how much those cost, and then I'll show you guys the second method, which is also a set method, which you guys can try out as well. So let's head on over to newest. I'll take a look at how much these cards are going for. Hopefully the prices haven't changed a ton on them, but we'll take a look at the Jalen right here. I did the Saquon earlier, and I should be profiting a decent amount off of that. And there's Jalen's going for 135,000, so we end up making, what is that? After that sells, we end up making about 20,000 coins off of that after tax. Plus, we end up getting the Saints Color Rush uniform, which is selling for another 7,000 coins. So we're going to make close to 30,000 coins after tax on all of this, and this didn't really take too long at all. So we're going to put my Jalen Ramsey up right here for 130k. I'll put up my Saints Color Rush after the video is done. And as you guys can see, I actually did the exact same thing off camera with the Saquon Barkley, and we'll be able to profit a little bit off of that as well. So let's hop into the second method right here, which I am excited to show you guys. This is also a set method, and it is going to be in the MUT Superstars. It's going to be completing the Luke Kuechly set, and we should be able to make around 40,000 coins doing this. I've already started it, but I'm just going to continue to do it in this video. So what we are going to need is we are going to need 70 of these MUT Superstar players. Now, this is a lot of cards. It is pretty tedious to go in and buy all of them, but basically, we're going to need 70 of them. If I can get them at around 1.7 thousand coins on average, that's going to be a total amount of spend of 120,000 coins, plus the first two cards that we had to buy were going for a price of 20,000 coins combined, so we're going to end up spending about 140k on the set, and then Luke Kuechly is selling for anywhere between 180 to 200,000 coins, so we're going to make a profit of about 40,000 after tax, which is pretty solid. Now, I am buying these cards at 1.9 because I know I'm able to get them for cheaper. Sometimes when people put them up for snipes, you can find these cards at around 1.5 really easily. It's kind of the same type of thing as with the MUT heroes. I don't mind overpaying for a couple of them because I know in the long run I'm going to be able to get these cards for cheaper. So it looks like we're actually not even seeing all the newest cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head into the auction house and I'm going to grab these cards through there, and I'll show you guys the filters that I use to get them, and then I'll probably have to cut until once I've already bought all of them, because I still have to buy about 30 more of these cards, which does sound like it takes a long time, but actually once you guys get into the groove of it, it only ends up taking a few minutes. So my filter to get these cards is just 75 to 79, filtered down by MUT Superstars, and then what I like to do is just flip between all offense and all defense, and hopefully we're going to be able to grab some of these cards for a pretty cheap price. We'll take a look at how much we can get them for on the offensive side of things. Let's see if they're going for a cheap price. Hopefully they're going for like 1.6. It actually doesn't look like there's any up for cheaper here. We'll take a look at the defense, but I don't really mind buying them at 1.9. At 1.9, I mean, we still are going to make a profit, assuming you can get some at 1.7, and that's going to bring your average down a bit anyways, because sometimes you'll also be able to get them for cheaper than that. So our Jalen Ramsey just sold right there, so we ended up making about 20k of profit off of that, plus we actually still have that Saints uniform, so we're going to be pretty profitable on that. Now this set right here is going to be pretty tedious, so I will buy all of these cards, and then I will probably see you guys once I have all of them, and then I'll get that set done, and then I will show you guys the final method in the video. Okay guys, so we now have all of the cards in here. I'm just going to add in the final few that we needed for the lower overalls. We probably spent, I would say, maybe like 1.8 thousand coins per card, which when we do 1.8 thousand times 70, because we needed 70 of these, that's 126k, which is still pretty cheap. Now for these final cards right here, we're just gonna buy them for whatever price they're going at. These ones should be going for around 7 to 6,000 coins, and when we do that math, that's about 20,000 coins as well. So we end up spending about 145k in total on this set, and now we're gonna be able to sell this Luke Kuechly for, at the lowest, I believe at the lowest he's going for 180. So we're going to be profiting pretty nicely on this. We might actually spend a little less than 145 since we are going to get these cards for cheap. We might only spend about 140 on the set right here, which is pretty solid. And then hopefully Luke Kuechly is going for about 200k, but his price does fluctuate a little bit. So either way, we're going to be able to make some solid coins off of this. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about at the end of the video here is a way to keep this whole ecosystem going, because I know when I post this video, a lot of people are going to be buying these lower overall MUT Superstars, and it's going to jack up their price. But I'm going to show you guys a way that we can still actually keep the price of these low, and the way we're going to do that is through an exchange set that I'll show you guys here in just a second, which is going to allow some of you guys to actually still participate in this coin making method, even if you don't have a ton of coins already, because I know some of you guys probably aren't going to have enough coins to do either of the two sets I just showed you guys. So this last method at the end is going to work for those of you that don't have a ton of coins. But let's see how much we're going to make off of this Luke Kuechly. Our Saquon Barkley did just sell. That was actually another method I did. I did the exact same thing. I was just able to profit more off the Jalen Ramsey. That way I showed it in the video. That was the reason why I showed it in the video. But the Saquon Barkley was also pretty profitable for me. We probably made about 15,000 or 20,000 coins after our training. So that's pretty solid right there. But let's see how much the Luke Kuechly is going for. Hopefully he's going for more than 180k. That would be perfect. I don't see any of him up on the auction house. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put him up for 200,000 coins, and we're going to end up profiting pretty nicely, to be honest, off of this set, you guys, which is great to see. So we're going to put him up for 200k right here. Someone probably will buy this. We'll put it up for 199 just so it looks a bit more appealing. And let's get into the last part of this method. Now, the last part of this method is to actually keep the MUT Superstars lower in price. We're going to need to have more people adding them to the market. So that's what we can do, guys. We can buy 3 low overall golds, so that's 70 to 74 overall golds, and complete the MUT Superstars like exchange set, and we're going to be able to get a MUT Superstars player out of this. So our 70 to 74 golds, we're just going to want to snipe at a low price. Basically all I do to get these cards for cheap is I just come in here and go by price, and we actually just need to filter it down so that we actually only see the core golds, because we don't want to see any of the power-up cards. We can't put the power-up cards actually in the set. So if we get them for like 500 coins, that's perfect, because then we end up getting this whole the whole set done for about 1.5k. So what I would recommend some of you guys do is just come in here and bid on these cards. You're going to be able to get a bunch of them. You're going to win a lot of these auctions, and you can also try and buy now some of them. I'll show you guys a couple of filters I like to do for that. But what I like to do is just bid on them, assuming they're at like 550 or lower. We'll probably win a few of these. We're going to be able to finish that MUT Superstar set, which I'll show you guys in just a second. And this is a way to actually get your MUT Superstars players for cheap, or if you actually can't participate in the other methods, you could just flip your MUT Superstars and make a little bit of profit off of this. So a couple of the filters I like are free agent. Usually they have players up for cheap. It's not looking like they have any up for cheap right now. I will take a look at also a couple of other positions. I like to take a look at wide receiver, cornerback, because there's usually a lot of receivers and corners up on the auction house. So we'll see if there's any up for cheap. It doesn't even look like we are seeing all the newest wide receivers, so that's too bad right there. Not going to see a bunch of snipes up. There's honestly just not that many people putting up cards, but it's still worth taking a look through these filters. You guys can find these cards for cheap, or you can actually just end up bidding on them like I did right there. We'll see if we're going to find a couple snipes in this video. It is looking a little dry right now, which is quite unfortunate, but even if you want to just get these sets done, if you end up spending 650 coins on each of these cards, like let's say we just bought these 3 cards, we'd be able to get the set done for a pretty solid, for a low price if we end up spending about 600 coins on the cards, and then we get the set done. So that's pretty solid right there. Definitely something to take a look at. Unfortunately, it's not working as well as I was hoping. I was hoping it would be a little bit better. When I actually came in and tried this earlier, I was finding a bunch of these cards up for cheap, but it's looking a little bit dry right now. So that is unfortunate. I'll show you guys the set you would put these cards into theoretically if you were to end up getting them. I'm assuming we'll end up winning the bids that I just put on those cards, because a lot of other people don't like to bid on cards, so we should be able to get a few of those. But coming in right here, we go to archive, and then we're coming into MUT Superstars, and as we head over right here, you guys will see you put in 370 to 74 overall gold players, and you're going to earn that one MUT Superstar player, which is needed for these sets. So that was the coin making method in today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I showed you guys that MUT Heroes method, which I would definitely recommend everyone do. That MUT Heroes method is really profitable, and it's something I would recommend all you guys do if you have the coins and if the numbers still work. And then I also showed you guys that Luke Kuechly method, which is also going to make us about 50,000 coins as well. So we make about, let's say, 80,000 coins in this video, which is really nice. It didn't really take too much work to get all this done, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you did, hit that sub button if you are new, and be sure to enter that Jalen Ramsey giveaway, you guys. Enter that Jalen Ramsey giveaway. We are winning some of these lower overall cards. Like I told you guys, you usually are going to win the bids quite a bit, so if we win one more, we'd be able to throw those into the set and make a little bit of profit off of the MUT Superstar exchange set, or actually just put that MUT Superstar into our sets to get the Luke Kuechly done. So yeah, that's going to do it for the video. Like I said, hopefully you did enjoy. Be sure to enter that Ramsey giveaway if you want a shot at 97 LTD Jalen Ramsey. And until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
It means no worries for the rest of your day.